So I'm in a rather unique role. My husband is my chancellor. So he's my boss at work, and I like to say I'm the boss at home, but I don't know about that. And thank you to Paula Bella. The first time we met, we had a Skype call across the pond and the med and everything else to his family back here, and we immediately met with Angelique and Joseph and others and decided that we trusted each other, that we believed in each other's mission and goals, that we had the same goals for all of you students, and that this would be a project that we would spend the next 18 months figuring out how to make it happen. And we made it happen. And it was Mr. Mark Jankowski that introduced us, and we're just really excited to be here. Because what we're trying to do is develop a workforce for the employers in oil and gas. My first job 34 years ago when I got out of college was in Houston, Texas. I had to move 2,100 miles to find a job, and it was in oil and gas and human resources. And my job was to help find talent for my company, Tenneco Oil Exploration Production. And now I'm on the other end placing talent to you, and to try and make sure that the oil and gas industry has the talent. Would our talent stand up, please? Stand up, gentlemen. This is our talent. They're awesome. They've been well trained by our instructors. Dan, James, can you stand up? They have multiple years of experience in the industry, and they've taught everything they know to these gentlemen in front of you. And these guys came to us, we said today to the President of Malta and to the Prime Minister of Malta, they came to us very well trained. They showed up on time, they stay the whole time, they're not checking their email and text messaging to their girlfriends while they're on the job. They wear belts, they tuck in their shirts, or you all have your shirts tucked in, gentlemen? They tuck in their shirts. And they even know how to tie a tie, although they're not going to wear that on the rig. They respect authority, they respect women, and they're just a wonderful group of men. Go ahead and sit down. Thank you. So here's what they know. They know they've had an introduction to oil and gas. They've had 24 hours of oil and gas. They know upstream, midstream, downstream. They know what a top drive is, what a blowout preventer is. They know how it all works. They know the difference between an operator, a service provider, and a driller. They know mechanical, electrical basics. They know technical math, electronics, hydraulics, PLCs. They know what it all means, and they know how it works, and they've been tested on all that. They know drilling basics. They understand how the mud pumps work and how the automatic pipe handlers work and how you can be in an offshore deep sea drilling vessel and how torque and pressure, and they understand all those things because they've been taught all of that and they've been tested in all of that. They have a certification in Rig Pass. Do you have your Rig Pass card yet? They all are going to have a Rig Pass card. They know about well cap and well control. They understand what happened in Macondo. They know what happened, they know what the mistakes are. And the underlying principle is safety. They understand safety. Every day they've had a safety manager. They understand they have 10 fingers, 10 toes. They walk out there and they have 10 fingers and 10 toes and they want to come back with all of them, right? And they know to watch for unsafe incidents. Do you not? And you know that even if you have a really tough supervisor, that you're going to call him out and you're going to say, I don't feel comfortable about that. It doesn't feel right. There's something not safe, and I need to mention it to my supervisor. And they have the confidence and the assuredness to say that so that they aren't unsafe. They're going to be safe rig hands. They also are going to have a Lone Star College certificate, a workforce certificate, and they have 6 credit hours, as our chancellor mentioned, towards a Lone Star College degree. And they are part of the first Global International Association of Drilling Contractors certified program to be an offshore or onshore drilling floor hand or roustabout, and we're very proud of that. Let's give them all a round of applause. Then we have prerequisites, very stringent prerequisites. No drugs, math basics, mechanical aptitude. We just take anyone. Angelique herself interviewed all of them and knows all of them, knows their backgrounds, knows their good and their bad. They've given up all their bad habits, right? And now they only have good habits. And they're here to meet with employers with all their good habits. They've been assessed by our instructors throughout the program. Not just knowledge tests like you get in a typical engineering program at a university, hands-on. If you haven't seen our labs, you need to see our labs. They've practiced everything, and they gave us all a demonstration the other day on what they know, because they know it, they can do it. They don't just have the knowledge, they can actually get out there and do it. They are rig ready, right? You're all rig ready. And we've added 30 behavioral skills. As I said before, the attitude, the personality, the leadership, the working hard, they have all those 30 attributes that our employers across the world have told us that are more important than the technical skills. Because who are the people you let go first? The people with the bad attitudes, the people that don't show up for work, the people that aren't part of a team. That's who you don't have a job today, in today's downturn in oil and gas. The people that have the right attitude are the people you keep, because you can train them anything. Most people can learn how to do anything with the right attitude. And the last thing I want to do is to say that no country can have a strong economy without a strong workforce. And no family can have a fulfilling life without a career and without meaningful work. So we're very proud today to be here, to be part of all that, and to help Malta and the country of Malta make sure that the people of Malta have strong, meaningful lives. And I'm very honored that I've been a part of getting to know these gentlemen, because they're all really neat in their own way. And when our employers get to know each of them, you'll find that they're really neat too, and you're going to want them to work for your company. Thank you, Paul Bello, and thank you, Angelique, for having us be part of this. We appreciate it.